Welcome to the Grow Your Business Cleveland video series. Co-producing and appearing in the series, the talented GYB CLE interns. Supporting sponsors include NOAC, a regional partnership of Chambers of Commerce. New Image Media, Northeast Ohio's most recognized name in video for business.
Hi, I'm Diane Helbig, business coach with the 3 key systems for sales success. So there are 3 systems that you have to have in order to be successful in sales. The first one is a prospecting system. Second one is an actual selling system. And the third one is follow-up. We're going to start with the last one and work our way backwards because the prospecting system is really the most complicated of the 3. So the follow-up system is how do you actually follow up with people that you meet at networking events? How do you follow up with prospects? And how do you follow up with them after you've had a sales conversation with them? The key here is to make a decision about what do you actually want to do in those follow-up events. Do you want to call? Do you want to send an email? Do you want to schedule another meeting? When you're selling, the best follow-up process is at the end of the selling conversation to set the next appointment. A selling system for me is when you are actually across the table from the prospect. You've got the meeting with them, and this is the place where you want to have a list of questions that you've already created that you can ask. And you want to find out things like, what is the problem that they're having? What is the event that they've got going on? Whatever it is that's the actual thing you're going to be selling them something for. But you also want to know things like, how do they decision make? What's their budget? What's their timeline? Who's in the decision-making process? What are the things that they do internally as a business so you can get a feel not only for whether you can help them solve their problem, but whether you even want to be working with them or not. The prospecting system for me really is the most complicated because it's got the most moving parts to it. The beginning of a prospecting system is to make a decision about who your target audience is. And then you go through a process of, how am I connected to the people in that organization or to that person? Can I get an introduction to them? Because the best way to prospect is through a warm introduction. Where you don't have a connection, you're going to have to cold call. You're going to have a system for cold calling. You're going to have to decide what it is. Call, email a follow-up, but don't email first. Maybe you send an introductory letter or a card in the mail. It always has to be you taking those next steps, those next actions, so that you can then be in control of the system and the process, and all you're trying to do is get the meeting. That's when prospecting stops and selling starts.
My name is Matt Whaler. I'm a student at Ohio University, and I'm an integrated media major. We'd like to thank Diane Helbig for coming in and talking about the 3 key systems for sales success. I loved working with Diane. She was really fun, and she was very easy to get along with and really easy to shoot. Having this internship under my belt is great for my career because I can use this experience to show prospective jobs that I have experience in the field now that I've worked here.
So don't miss a video or an opportunity to be part of the show. Subscribe at GYBCLE.com and follow us on our social media channels. And remember, if you like it, share it.